Hi and welcome back to another Rust video. Now if you haven't been on staging, the excavator is now live and it actually produces resources. Now this is pretty OP at the current rate it is in now. I'll show that in a bit, but if you're a solo player you're not probably going to be able to do this because this place is full of scientists. I've had to kill them just so you don't hear it going off all the time, but there's probably between 10 to 20 of them all over the place. Now this is quite complex in how it works, and there's 3 different stages, and the final stage you have to basically defend 2 certain areas to allow you to get the resources from it. Now this also incorporates a new resource called diesel. No idea where you find it yet. I'm guessing it'll probably be from barrels etc, just like you find normal things, but the rate it's currently at, as I said, is very high. Now I'll take you through exactly the process of how this works, what you need to do, and show you the output of the resource from the diesel that you put in. I think this will get changed dramatically because at the minute it is spitting out quite a lot of HQM and sulphur for the diesel you put in. Now when you come into the central part you will see there's a frequency, so when this starts up you can have your pager set to that frequency. It will tell you it started. This is the new diesel, you drop it in, we'll drop 20 in for now. I have been running it for HQM for probably about a couple of minutes just to get it going, and you'll see exactly how much comes out. Now once you've filled it up you then have to have someone in one of these control pods. One is to scan for resource and one is to actually mine for resource. As you can see at the minute we are actually doing HQM. I'll show you how it works from there. Basically the big cruncher, if you like, at the front, it will cut up all the resource, put it into the conveyor belt and push it all the way through the system. So far you can't take anything off the belts, you have to go to the very end. Now as you go all the way through this winding conveyor belt, it spits out all the way to the back. This is why as a solo this is going to be very difficult to do. You're probably going to have to be a group of 4 because of all the points. Once that's done it will spit it out into these 2 chambers. Now with the frequency going, if you know that it's a smaller group you can probably get there and get some of the resources if they're very short manned, but with the scientists and everything the risk is definitely worth the reward. As you see here now, this has only been running for about 4 barrels of diesel and you're getting a hell of a lot of HQM at the moment. This could be altered, this is full vanilla, there's nothing changed on it, and this comes out 2 different ends and it seems to be doing an equal amount of resource. Now I'll switch this over to sulphur just to give you an idea. I'll fill it up to full capacity of the 20 diesel that you can get. Let's get rid of these scientists first because I just want to try to make it as easy as possible. So far I haven't found any military crates, but it's early days in staging, they might have them in at a certain time. There are crates currently, there's no enhanced loot from them, it's just the usual loot that you'd normally get. You can't go into any of these rooms as it stands, but that could change as well. This is more to show you what to expect, because I didn't expect there to be actual resource from this monument. I thought it would just be a stationary monument where people would compete for boxes etc, but it's definitely not the case. Now as you can see it's quite a wide area for this monument, it's not a small monument and it moves as well. FPS so far isn't that bad for me personally. I'm in very high settings on staging because it generally works a lot better. This is, as I said, the scanning side of it, where I'm suggesting you scan to get a better resource count from the resource you're trying to get, and you can basically change it to what you want to mine. So we'll put it to sulphur now. I'll fill up the barrel to the top and just quickly show you exactly how much this is spitting out already. These will probably get nerfed dramatically because this is very high, personally I think anyway. Now I've went around the monument, tried to drop sleeping bags etc, so far can't find any spots for that, so it seems as if they've learnt from the oil rig. That was quite a big glitch, people were just using it to spawn in. Now if we go to the points where it spits out, you'll see already very quickly 100 sulphur. Very high amount, but it doesn't tell us how much of the diesel and how frequent it will be to get the diesel either. I'm presuming that they'll be at sides of roads like before, or you'll have to get them from scientists. Nothing's been actually said about that. As I said, this is more to show you the monument itself and the resource output it's currently doing. So as a solo, this will be extremely difficult, massively difficult in fact. As a small group, it should be fine, but a clan with a base near here is very much going to smash this to bits. You'll see now, it's absolutely smashing up. This hasn't used any diesel at all. This is still on 18, I'll show you in a second. It's not used any. On the map, very visible, you can see it easily. This is a 6,000 map, so if it was going to spawn multiple times, it would definitely spawn on this. However, it's only spawning once. So that is the excavator in its current state. Let me know what you think below. Do you think this will be a clan haven, or do you think solos will stand a chance? Do you think it will be nerfed or buffed? You just never know. It is being Rust. Personally, I think it is going to be a bit of a game changer and probably take people away from the oil rig a little, because they can now get that sulfur and HQM resource a lot easier and quicker, rather than just jumping in a boat or a helicopter and going straight over there. But as I said, it's very much a risk and reward monument.